Greetings everybody and welcome back. You know me already. My name's Richard Herman and you are watching Victory Assured, where tonight we are going to continue our playthrough of Observer. And if we are going to finish this, which might be some time off, either way, might see us play another game. But for tonight we are going to continue our stint as Cyberpunk Rutger Hauer. Now remember last time we dove into the cyber brain of a dead woman, the current partner of Amir Novak, because we wanted to find out who killed her. She had several serrated knife wounds, and we tried to find out what else she knew. But right now we're in the prison and maze of her mind, and let us see if we can escape. I'm trying some new setup pieces. Okay. Looking good so far. Wait. Okay. Now, as you might remember, she's actually following the cyber snake after she's stolen some sort of data. Yes, you can see the snakes being seen, but nothing happened because the snake doesn't move and the snake isn't a problem, but we are.
Normal. He said it's undetectable.
Well, he might have lied. Not like he's always telling the truth. A little bit problematic with the FPS here, strangely enough. Going down only to something frames, which is weird because this looks a little bit jaunty. Also, as you can see, we are currently running through fields of range court.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine.
I mean, nothing's going. Look at you. Look at you, hacker. Pitiful machine of meat and bone. Meat and bone. Almost there, almost there. Yes. Okay, that was easier than last time actually. Also got me
do this anymore. I think they're onto me.
You're being paranoid. No one's onto you.
You don't get it. Every time I go in there, it's like they're all watching. Yesterday, this executive creep gave me this look, like I could just tell he knew.
If they knew, we'd all be dead by now.
Maybe they're just messing with our heads.
And what purpose would that serve?
I don't know, to get their fucking sadistic load off.
That's not how they operate. Trust me, I was with the corporation long enough.
It's interesting because I can totally understand where he's coming from. He's not wrong per se. You see, usually it's a sign of paranoia to act like she does, and his actions are quite reasonable. Still, I can understand why she thinks that they are onto me. They really are. Also, why is the game looking so jaunty for you? Oh, okay, so he's been loading again. Apparently whenever he's loading there's really some kind of noticeable jaunt. Loading again, as level 9. Right. Because this isn't weird at all. Also, this is an office, by the way. You might have noticed. Let's look a little bit more disjointed than the offices I've been working in. Hello, camera. Find me. Uh-oh. That is not good. Please don't. I think I might have to go somewhere around here. It might still be the same Can't take my medicine. Same office we were walking around earlier in her mind, but I wonder, is this corruption because she's dead and or dying? Depending on the media you consumed, the way you might actually perceive death might be the deletion of all that you ever were, or the idea that as long as you get some sort of energy going, you can jumpstart those memories. Neuropsychology isn't really clear on that.
Amir!
Neither are neuroscience. But then again, that's because we don't really know that much about the brain. The hell is that?
Get out of here! Run! Get help!
Yeah, jump scares don't really work when you have to load for
Help
doing
me.
them.
You need to.
Okay. She's running. And oh, data corruption. Getting worse. It's getting much worse now. The only way, so we have to go through the corruption.
I am control. I am.
Interesting. We just heard Dan say that he's in control. Apparently, the fear of what she's seen is trying to take over. Is that a pigeon? Yep, pigeon. Note that her fear and everything she's seen seem to override every sort of impression she had, and threaten to even overtake his sense input, which might explain why he needed to say that he's in control, because otherwise wasn't. Now, these are dead pigeons. Usually pigeons are assumed to be dirty birds, and bored wherever you find them. More often than game. Want you to get loading. Currently, I'm going to check some. Because I've been told on the internet whether it's a problem. Oh.
It didn't have to be this way.
Let's try it. Charge again. She ran in, she turned around, and then she was hit. Take your meds.
I am control. I am.
Hi, Hugo. I wouldn't be so sure about it.
Yes.
Synchronicity injected. Strain level decreased.
So, her last words were 3615 to use the secret passage. Well, not the underworld per se.
Consider the scene from which you sprang. You were not made to live like brutes, but to pursue virtue and knowledge. We are all, as humans, prone to justify our behavior. Do not admit our wrongdoings and insist that we are in the right. I'm sure the simpletons invested.
Synchrosine refilled. Synchrosine collected.
This. Okay, different tattoos. Oh, that the one on the right is cool. Abstract. Yawning. Of course, everyone has the game. Okay. So where do I enter, please? Also, the fact that there's an arm like is really creepy. Where's the light coming from? Where is the light shining onto this bus? But there's nothing where the light should be coming. Of course, I'm a man. Oh. No? Is it coming from the outside? It's like it shouldn't. Oh, another nano thing. Game, please get your shit together. Yep. Okay, now this is getting ridiculous with problems. Okay. Doesn't help at all. Like, at all. Also, no, it's not a resolution, but just like we tested last time. Why is the music so? What Uber is? Me? So in theory, at least, there should be somewhere. No, that's already. That's no wax. That's implant. Want to get in?
3615, was it? Let's give it a shot.
Go. Yes, because it wasn't quite clear. Sort of shop. Need more goes on.
Yes.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
It really? Yeah. Okay. But no, it didn't help at all. You can see? I'm still wonky at that. Kinda sad. Oh well, well. You have here, Mr. Tattoo Parlorist. Tattoo art. Illegal pre-war cash register, of course. Okay, now he's getting even more wonky. Shield? Why is that a problem? Really, this seems like some sort of old, I don't know, like an old butcher's shop. Also interesting enough, notice that this seems kind of similar to the area we saw in Miss Novak's mind, yet it isn't. The hell?
A surgical chop shop. Just what we need.
Is it though? Drifting station. Risk of cybercrime application.
This place is a fucking slaughterhouse.
You don't say.
There is a guy waiting for you in 102.
Game, please.
Fear not the passage, for no one can take from us that which has been given. Against all odds, I have succeeded in arranging a new workspace. Quite ingeniously, I managed to organize it in a way that will allow me to fulfill my other great passion. The conditions are crude, to say the least, but I will persevere, as one must.
Synchrosine collected.
There are no organic traces of any kind. There's been no blood spilled down here, which I find rather weird. No power. Was missing.
Looks sturdy enough.
Yeah, that's for sure. We need to reactivate power first. It's still out of it. Which is interesting because it means the suspect in theory is still on the scene. I could claim to find quite useful. If it weren't able to kill us, Was there a secret passage there? Okay, so what exactly do I want to lift up? I don't think it's a table now.
I've seen these before. This will help me decrypt the figurine. List of subjects. Terminated. What the hell have you been doing, man?
Unfortunately, you won't tell us right now. Bipolar, delusional, responsive, noticed. Taint.
July 6th, 2083. Finally managed to set up a workspace. It's not ideal, but it'll have to do. Unfortunately, the first trial proved unsuccessful, to say the least. You'd think after 5 years of working on this project, my know-how would be sufficient. But without my data, this looks to be a long and bumpy road. July 25th, 2083. I made some unlikely allies. They might be able to assist me in my research, help me retrieve my data from Chiron. I wasn't planning on involving others. Makes the whole endeavor even riskier than it already was. But I need to be realistic about this. An undertaking of this magnitude, I need all the help I can get. September 2nd, 2083. Finally got some of my data back, for all the good it did. Subjects are proving unstable. Limited faculties, mental disorders, they just seem broken. Incomplete. The latest one. Well, he just started screaming and he never stopped. I had no choice but to terminate. I can still hear him.
Okay, what exactly did you do?
September 16th, 2083. I haven't been getting much sleep. Drugs do half a decent job of keeping me awake, but the physical limitations are slowing me down. As they tend to do. I feel like the answer is staring me right in the face, and I'm missing it. Maybe I'm not as smart as I'd like to think. Maybe I'm just destined to fuck up. To fail everyone. Seems to run in the family.
Hey!
Project... Oh, fuck. Shit. I don't remember what day it is. The dreams are getting worse. No doubt a side effect of the stimulants. I just need to ask Jack to adjust the dosage. What's worse is I think my subconscious is starting to seep into my waking hours. The other day I could swear I heard whispering coming from the black box. Since that's clearly impossible, I have to attribute the symptoms to sleep deprivation. I usually don't put much stock in dreams, but this one was so vivid. I dreamt on my last day at Chiron. I was back in the boardroom, the executive giving me the same condescending look, telling me to grow up, to move on. Only this time, his face was different. It was a sneering mask of contempt and disapproval. It was the face of my father.
Just a thought, just going to try something. Maybe that'll work. I'd of course just look really weird. Set up a better. I encountered a problem similar to this one actually while playing The Witcher 3, where the game also didn't work out with a native resolution of my monitor. And if this actually fixes the jankiness, then oh yeah, I'm ready. Okay, so would I be using the wrench? Nope, did not fix the thing. Thought it did, but it didn't. Kinda sad. Sorry. In that case, of course, let's just return. Holy hell. Okay.
Synchrosine refilled.
Oh wait, what the hell? Over data storage. Figurine. So the question that remains now is why am I able to use? Ah, okay. Now I see. Now question is, do I want this or this open? Suppose I want this open, huh? I mean, we do need an exit.
Bolted down. Can't get it open with my bare hands.
Well, not with the bare hands, maybe, but with this. After all, aren't we a crafty little detective? I knew a Blade Runner once who worked like that. I think his name was, I don't know, Deckard or something. Yikes. Yeah, don't really care about that. Let's just... Really game. Yuck. Oh shit, game. Come on, I need more drugs.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
You could see just a moment ago, those were really bad. Of course, it's an interesting idea to think what would happen if we played without that. I mean, after all, we don't know how much they actually distort his vision. How much of what we see is actually what is happening, and just what is what we want to see. I can't tell you. Sure as hell know that the game can. Chiron is problem, not solution. Okay, now this is bad. Is it drugs? Lovely.
Anyone in there? I just want to talk.
Oh, hello there. I'm Maria.
Hello, Maria. I'm Dan.
Lovely name. Lovely. Now, is that short for Daniel? Like the one in the Bible?
Dan. Oh, maybe. Maria, I seem to have gotten lost down here. Could you point me to the nearest exit?
Oh, yes, I understand completely. Completely. It really is a maze down here, don't you think?
Yeah, very confusing. So, about the exit?
All right. Go past the noisy noises, and then straight ahead up the stairs, and there you go.
Thank you.
Just be careful. Don't stray from the path. You are a child of light, Daniel. Much too precious to get lost in the dark.
Yeah. Thanks, Maria.
What the frack? That was a very weird thing to hear a stranger say. Away from oh. There's a pig? Apparently there are some gasoline containers behind us, though for what reason I cannot yet rightly say. Hello. Really? 4004. Remember that this was another area we saw in Maria Novak's and Helena Novak's mind. How do we know that we are still inside of reality grasp and not inside a dead mind? This is not looking like anything we saw before. Something here is very, very wrong. Also, we are going in circles. No. Damn it.
Hey, you. Come over here.
The hell? Oh, those lens flare effects are bad.
KPD, state your business.
Your well-being.
Jack shit.
Yes. And no. What do you think?
What's this about?
Why, you, of course. It's always about you, isn't it?
Don't fuck with me.
That's not why I'm here. It's time to move on.
I'm feeling obnoxious.
What is it, dear?
I'm a cop.
Yes.
I have the right to remain silent. Anything I say can and will be used against me in court of law.
Uh-huh.
I have the right to an attorney. Do I understand my rights? Fuck yeah.
Let's skip this part, okay?
Something about this is very, very wrong.
Is this an interrogation?
Is that so hard to imagine?
Talking to the wrong guy.
Are you sure?
Take a hike.
Will not.
Will do.
Will not.
Game over. I got your number. I'll be back.
Our paths will not cross again, Dan. Try not to think about her. It won't bring you peace. This intercom is offline. Please contact the building manager.
Is her his wife? Died for as of yet unspecified reasons? Or is it something different entirely? Oh, come on, game. Are you freaking kidding me? Now, I've read about the fact that supposedly according to the tech forums this game's unoptimized as all hell, but even Layers of Fear was no problem for my computer, and this game's not even that much more graphically challenging than that was.
What the hell? I
No,
need to find whoever owns that tattoo parlor.
Know who we can ask. Let's see if Janus is. That would have been. So many computers, so little. Question is, who could I ask? Oh, how about him?
Hey, is everything all right? Don't mind the rain? It burns sometimes. And this helps? Not tonight. Do you know who owns the tattoo parlor? Tenant. What? He lives here? In this building? Where?
Jack, Garnis, apartment, 210. Second floor.
Thanks. Don't get your wires wet.
Get out.
we will.
Interesting. Of course, we can understand the janitor's words as he needs to get out of the building. He might even mean us, but on a more metaphysical level, it could also mean that he means that we need to get out. Of course, we might still be plugged in. Into what, though? Anyone? Oh? No. Big one. Right. That's the game, by the way. Do I have to go through here to get to that?
KPD, I need to talk to you.
Shit, are you for real, man? Since when do you pigs give a shit about what goes down in the stacks?
Since...
Hey, man, chill. It's just... most cops don't have the balls to come down here alone. What you need?
Sounds like you know your way around. Anything weird go down lately?
Don't be knocking on doors around here with questions like that.
Are you threatening me?
No, man. I'm just looking out for you. There's some messed up customers living here.
Ain't that the truth? Yes.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
I can't go through here. Interesting. Notice the very dreamlike quality of the way we are moving. Oil and new eyes, a new you. Why is there another one of these? Misty. Not a good. Normal genetic structure. The frack? It what my implants? Yes, apparently they've seen DSX of right? Just cybernetic classical imagery cybernetics. That's enough idea, I give you that. Fuck's sake, game. Usually this is one of the moments where jump scares coming on. I don't like these moments. Portrait. Interestingly enough, I don't have anything I can actually interact with. At least I don't see anything. These. This reminds me of a little part during Layers of Fear, where I had the same problem, where no logical course of action was given to you because everything was working on dream logic. This is usually a game for adventure puzzles. I really didn't think I'd encounter something like that in a walking simulator, but well, here we are. Also, this constant slowdown, for whatever reason, is really starting to grind on my nerves. I thought I'd be a patient man. Oh? Yeah, so I can't actually do it. I cannot do anything in. As far as I can see. Oh wait. Nope. Yeah, I can see the light behind the door, but notice this, by the way. This is the motive from Layers of Fear, their first game. This. That. Because Layers of Fear touched on the idea of creativity versus created, or artist and artistry. Specifically, it was about a painter who went mad because he couldn't paint perfection, at least what he perceived to be such. Okay.
God, this is wonderful. Thank you, Doctor.
The hell?
specialize in augmentation.
To go beyond our limits. To realize our true potential. To usher in a new era.
Big words. Some would say it's all about improving the patient's quality of life.
Some need to think bigger than that. Our true goal should be to improve all of mankind. Each subject, a step towards that goal.
By subject, do you mean patient?
What else would I mean? Or were you being clever about my alleged lack of empathy?
Interesting.
Where is that fucking bastard?
The hell? This imagery makes no sense because we have no context for it.
You won't hurt anyone else.
Of course, this is among the worst things that can happen in a horror game. Can I please get... okay.
Hold it steady, goddammit.
Who or what is... Oh, it's her. It's Helena Novak. Interesting. A mold of flesh.
What's this? What the hell did you do to my wife?
It's not my fault.
Interesting, because the idea it might present is actually that what we saw as Helena Novak might not actually have been Helena Novak, and on the other hand, we don't know what the corporation ultimately did to her. The entire expression of the idea that the game presents is that augmentation is a step into a direction we do not fully understand. It makes us quantifiable, though not necessarily in ways that we wanted to. Oh.
They will know my name.
Well, well, well. I'd say now begins the true creepy part. Well, Novak bot? and the female offered the fruit from the tree of life. Wherever he knew shame, he knew morals, he knew. Is it a plug-in? Not weird in the slightest. Very well. Go play your silly little game. Knows what nowadays isn't Christian or Judaic tradition. Come on, plug in. Well, show me your mystic apple.
Tissue inflammation. It's rejecting the implant.
Wait. I'm not okay. You and I know that this is the apple. Give it to me. Yep, give me the apple. Let's see what proof, what spark we have made.
Desynchronization imminent. Administer medication.
What the fuck just happened? How did it get here? Matriarch, give me the duration of the last sequence.
You were connected for 16 minutes and 43 seconds, real time.
60 minutes? Am I losing it? Already scanned. Focus down. Try to remember.
Warning. Abnormal genetic structure detected.
This blood doesn't match the victim's. Calibrate it, Trace.
Calibrating now. Calibration complete. Trace established.
Bingo. Yes.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
Yes.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
Number of dosages was ever increasing. Extensive testing. Okay. Apparently we've been building some sort of dream palace out we saw here. Even though, at least according to our memory, we lost it just after we entered his apartment.
And when he had put his hand on mine with a cheerful look, wherefrom I took courage, he brought me within to the secret things. I met someone today, a most welcome new arrival to this hellish place. A kindred spirit, a fellow outcast, and a pioneer in his field, shunned by the primitive minds incapable of recognizing true greatness. I have decided to aid this young man with his scientific endeavors. I believe he is onto something true.
Card validity revoked is a very nice statement. Chips.
Credit chips, just like the one in Helen's apartment. Except these aren't empty.
Hold on. Chiron search. It's something I always wonder about when I play these quasi-cyberpunk or sci-fi games. You know, even nowadays we have things like Google, and things like Google are basically transplanting their own meaning onto things we do. For example, instead of using an internet search machine, people say Google it. So in that regard, even during the Microsoft age, we never said, well, let's do X and X or so and so and so and such, but this is the current slang terminus for this. So I doubt that it would ever be called Chiron search. Or you wouldn't say Chiron it. Then again. Oh, someone really disliked him. And we were a bad doctor to boot. Nice.
surgeon's license revoked. But that didn't stop him, did it?
Never does. And throughout it all, imagery. All of it, of course, fitting the theme, and yet... the female and the snake. What a class. Lo and behold, for he saw hell, the devil sat at its center. Also, this is incredibly unhygienic.
Synchrosine refilled.
Yep.
Synchrosine refilled.
Yes.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
Right, we now do have we actually find more of them. Wait, was there part? The wall here that we've walked through here before. Oh boy. Information. What a number. I am a free man. Wasn't I... Again, they play with our perception. Again, we are looking onto the world as if through a fishbowl. Might have noticed already, but to each side of our current perspective, the world edges out. This? Ooh, almost no strength. It's like we're walking into the underworld, the Hades of our own making. This is our Tartarus, and let's hope that what we find down there actually connects to our sun. Otherwise, knows what we can find down. Really? Yikes, game. Now I know of course that they can't really do anything because sometimes apartments just have that line of numbers, but still. Not in game. For purpose, not like this. The hell? Oh, the world checking. This is bad. Uh-oh. Our reality perception has changed once again. We are no longer in command of our own mind. Someone or something is changing us. It's almost like we are walking through the innards of a person.
Matriarch, report DR3AT activity within the last 15 minutes.
No activity detected.
I don't get it. I'm not even plugged in. Am I fucking losing it?
No, someone's using you. You're being manipulated from the outside. If this were Ghost in the Shell, I would advise him to go into autistic mode, but well, don't even know if such a thing exists in this world. Hey, this looks even more homely than the one before. At least this is only wet. That is good. Comparison at least. So. Almost. Okay. Ah. As always, logic wins out. Dirty odor of everything broken down, everything. No? Primitive sort of trap. But I don't think I can actually evade it.
Hey, PD. I need to ask you some questions.
Shh. Keep your voice down. He'll hear you.
Who will?
The one of many shapes. We don't speak his name.
Does he live around here?
Below. He lurks below. Only comes out to hunt.
How do I find him?
You don't. He finds you. He always gets his prey.
What are you talking about?
No, I've already said too much.
I won't let him hurt you. If you work with me.
I can't. I'm sorry. He'll know.
How?
He's coming. He's coming.
What? Oh, what the... Okay, apparently I'm supposed to run away from this thing. Thanks for suddenly telling me that this turned into an action game or a sequence game. Hmm?
Hey, foggy. In forest.
Hey, I'm thinking exactly the same thing. But well, supposedly non sequitur passages like this are the bread and butter. I would like to follow the white deer if I knew where it was. In the forest, everything looks the same. Oh, it's a little bike. Aww. Interesting. Our implants reveal a truth much deeper. Let's try and look at that again.
Strain level decreased.
Oh. You bastard. You're overriding the reality we are perceiving. So that's why nothing makes sense. go. And move on it though. Almost like it's masked over what we are actually seeing. It's not completely there, but it's not gone either. Also, that's a really creepy forest. In here before. No, we can't use the door. Or is there an exit? There one? That does lead to dead end as well. Now we've seen this door before. You know we can't open it. We're seeing his blood. Why we are... You know, if the game wasn't this badly optimized, maybe this would be even more interesting.
Yes.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
If I don't know where I am, no logical reason to assume that wherever I'm going is where I'm supposed to be. Oh, this is very dreamlike. Okay, we are back at the bicycle. I think this is our central point. Might always be here. Is this the only thing? Only this little corner here? Then nothing else. Oh, there might be something behind it? Drum roll, and we can't really get through that. Is it just me, or is there something I see in the distance? Oh, let me guess, it doesn't matter how much I walk, because I'm always walking within the confines of the apartment. Ah, I see. We are deconstructing the server architecture that is keeping us in here.
Bingo.
Wherever here is. Sort of underground server room.
I'm right on your tail.
We're building new homes for you. Sorry, I had a giant sneeze there. Ugh. Ugh. Pigeons. Dozens of them. He kept them here. But for what purpose? Why look after pigeons? This single thing could be more creepy than everything we've seen so far. Not the route they went though this time. Well, you could have known that he didn't jump down there based on the fact that it was still closed, but again... what do I know?
What the hell are you, anyway?
Right now he's apparently...
Trying to get some answers. Setting up a crime scene.
Voice recorder module malfunction.
To hell with it.
Oh, means he has no proof. That means nothing he says, does, or thinks will be recorded. That's actually going to be a problem, though.
Third-degree burns all over. To wonder if there's anything left of him.
Still moving bad.
Stab wound, consistent with a good doctor's cane.
A good doctor. Sentence I haven't heard so far.
Reinforced skull, hydraulic joints. Victims never had a chance. Lucky me. neural implants still functional? Mostly.
I like the fact that it still says he's deceased and we are still able to connect. Oh.
God knows why you fucking kill people. But I want my fucking son.
Oh, look at that, there's a white deer ahead of us. What a coinky-dink. Oh, please don't show me a childhood full of problems. Please don't start with a sympathy for the devil kind of story, no?
Once upon a time, there lived in a certain village a little country girl, the prettiest creature who was ever seen.
Look at him. Isn't he just the cutest thing?
Something's not right. Just look at it. I don't have time for this.
Run, run, run away. Okay, why would I run into the cellar? Open up my hideout! Oh, cool. What roll? Oh, interesting. As you can see, we were a creepy little shit even back then.
Victor! Victor!
He had cut only a few strokes when he saw the red cap shining through. He cut a little more, and the girl jumped out and cried, "Oh, I was so frightened. It was so dark inside."
Mommy, why did the wolf have to die?
I like how the monitor is showing the arrow to the right, but the deer went to the left. The brown in the background.
Yeah. What's wrong with his legs?
Does he believe himself to be a wolf? Maybe a child with illness that took his legs? And with prosthetic limbs were his only chance of survival?
What a little freak!
Oh yes, that's always a good thing. I really didn't want to see his childhood, guys.
Victor! Victor!
Look at him!
Hey, watch your fucking step. Hey, get! fucking freak. Get out of here.
Come, Victor. Dinner is ready.
Yes. We're on the right path. We're almost done.
Someone's manipulating us. Wants us to see all of it. But the why, I cannot tell. Ah. They're forcing our hand. Want us to go this way instead of the other. Just to feel what he felt.
Come, Victor. Dinner is ready.
I don't like it.
Please, you need to eat. Come on, eat. Eat.
Eat.
Again, everyone's eating a red, dead pigeon. I wonder, is the white deer actually Dan's animal, or is it the one his son created? Is it his path, or is it something different entirely?
Has to be done.
I can't recognize the voice, which is the problem.
Hurry! Your prey's getting away.
Doubt it. But we can already see that Mr. Victor was guided to kill.
Yes. That's it.
Jesus, this is hopeless.
There. Now's your chance. Hurry.
Too late.
Excellent.
What the hell did you do to yourself?
Aim that which you always fought.
You're getting rid of that first thing in the morning.
And risk partial to complete paralysis? Great idea, Dad.
Damn it. And he did that? Why? Just to spite me? I told you to stay out of the stacks.
I'm better off there than I am here.
Stop yelling. You're only making it worse.
I'm making it worse? Look at him! It's grotesque! It's disgusting! This
Victor, please. Your father didn't mean it. We're just worried about you, that's all.
Ah, loving parents. Loving parents. Also, as you can see, he's obsessed with werewolves. Also, worst version of Werewolf in London I've ever seen. The play.
Once upon a time, there lived in a certain forest a brave little wolf, the fiercest creature who was ever seen.
It's okay, Victor. Please, calm down.
Rampage!
Mommy?
Talk to him, Victor. I know there is still hope.
Not my son! No, not like this. Jesus, this is hopeless. Look, he's at it again. You're embarrassing me.
We're in for another show.
Look at him!
Just give up already.
Oh, it's just fucking sad.
No! Leave me alone!
Look at him. Please.
Once upon a time, there lived in a certain village.
Congratulations. We're past the first phase of the treatment and it looks promising. Your body is responding well to the genetic material.
Thank you, Doctor. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Wanted to become.
Oh, that's all right. You'll thank me in a couple of weeks when the shift starts to occur. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the results.
So you see, while it is technically inoperable, this procedure can practically nullify the symptoms. I'm not going to lie, the treatment is invasive, but it is by far the best option.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Did you hear that, Dan? Better than you.
Thanks, son. I love you too. Oof.
I know what I'm doing.
What if you're wrong?
But what if I'm right? It's something I need to do. For once in your life, can't you just admit that you're wrong?
What the hell? Okay, apparently I suddenly died. Why, I cannot tell you. Because I have no freaking idea. Oh! A creature. You know, when everything's in stark dark sepia tones, it's really kinda hard to see that. Oh, especially with the slowdowns, that's making it... that doesn't make it any easier.
Thanks. You better stay here. There might be some very nasty people on.
Hey! You don't. He finds you. He always gets his prey. He's always out there, watching, waiting.
I doubt it, in fact.
I'm right on your tail.
Anything, this is a myth. An urban legend made up by the people who live here. To explain why an idiot, a serial killer, is going around murdering people, allowing them to do nothing. Interesting, was he there when we went into the tattoo parlor? Did he see it? Apparently he did. Ah, yes. Hit with his precious book. Follow them. Follow them. And just like that.
You've taken your first steps towards embracing your true nature, towards becoming who you really are. But there's still more to do.
Administer medication.
One more of these, and I'd die. Or get used to it. So, Victor, is it? If I can find whatever hole you crawled out of, maybe I'll find some answers. Yes.
Leukozine injected. Strain level decreased.
Yes.
Leukozine injected. Strain level decreased.
Military grade technology. Victor.
Exposed wiring. The one thing you don't want breaking your phone.
Oh yeah. Eren Giovanni. Why do I have a feeling like I'm going to go?
The body shorted out the generator. To get this door open, I gotta restore power.
Or we can just go around. As if this path actually leads around and not somewhere entirely different. Dangerous. Welcome back, Founder. If we ignore the slowdowns the game constantly seems to have, then yes, if I do like it. Really effed up though. Like some of the mental imagery it uses is incredibly frightening. Speaks a load to the problems people's mental state can actually create. Ah, apparently we found a puzzle.
It's never that simple.
Why not? Backup generator there's running. Come on. Good. Like a musician, direct the flow. Oh, okay. What? The hell? So all backup generators now have power, but I can't actually activate. Because apparently I'm missing something. Oh. Really? Let me guess. Oh, there's a fuse. Oh. Where's the fuse box I'm looking for? Hello, Mr. Code. Problem is, if I actually do have to exchange a fuse inside of a box, I don't know what fuse. No. In, but solve it.
The fuse is busted. I need to find a spare. Let's fire it up.
Aha! And go. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, okay. Perfect.
Let's get out of here.
And lo and behold, where he spoke, there was light.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Again we see that the memories of the dead people are tingling with stone. 6948. Feeling we need. Oh, come on, come on. Yes. Ah, we've been down here before. Huh? Ah, good old volumetric. Don't have any actual logical. I sure as hell have forgotten where we actually go to exit this place. But it wasn't this way. For sure. Also, there. Oh? Cool. Let's go into the sewers. Who doesn't like the sewers? They're stinky, they're slimy, they reek of sewage. Also, who the hell makes graffiti down here? I mean, I know that it happens, but isn't graffiti usually used as a sort of expression and rebellious movement in art and other forms of youth expressions? Wouldn't that require that you get someone to read this stuff? And if you paint it down in the sewers, no one except those people who do sewer maintenance are ever going to read it. Isn't that kind of pointless? Or am I misinterpreting what they are trying to do with the graffiti? Also, I have a feeling like there's a twist coming up. And I'm not sure that I'm going to like it. Depends on what it actually is. What? Fine. I just haven't. Did I find his hideout here?
What a place. Hard to believe anyone could live here.
Nowadays it's always Banksy. He can't look at himself, he can't stand himself, so he smashed the mirror. Bones of little animals he caught his prey. Pigeons, of course, so dead pigeons all around. Masks he created in all kinds of. The one from his childhood, the Wolfman mask. Of course, a newer one, which kinda looks like a Jason mask. You told? Okay, it's not a mask apparently. It's a nothing. No one can use it. Yes.
A splicer, a lunatic, and a junkie. Perfect combo.
Werewolves of Doom. Unholy Wolfman. Wolfman Revenge. Apparently he lived in an alternate timeline from ours because we sure as hell didn't get so many Wolfman movies beyond the 80s. Also...
Came to me again. The man from the looking glass. His voice is soothing, like leaves rustling in the wind.
the only one who cares. He made me see what I was lacking, what I must do. But what he's asking, am I strong enough? Of course I am. That's the coward Victor talking again. Enough talk. Ugly, human words hurt my throat. I can barely get them out anymore. It's time to act.
Uh-oh. I am formulating a theory. Dan's son has been dead for a long time because his mind and soul are now inside the machine. Or Dan is just insane. Both are viable options. Oh really, game? Now? Come on.
No. Oh God. No. This can't be happening. It's not fucking happening.
Dad? Dad, are you there?
What kind of a sick game is this?
Dad, I'm still alive. The head. Don't connect to it.
Adam? Adam, are you there?
I need your help. There's a place. It's called Sanctuary.
Adam? Adam? Just try to call me back. God damn it.
Estimated time of death 254 minutes ago. So basically not exactly 5 hours, more like 4 and a bit. There's no special corporate interest. Also I could connect to it, but voice exactly asked me not to. Really bad. Please tell me I don't have to connect to it. Yes, you can of course vote not to connect.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
Don't think we actually need to connect to the head of our dead son, so... It's more into darkness we go straight below to the time of my destiny at war. No, I don't think the Phantom of the Opera is really appropriate for this. Oh, not entirely sure, truth be told. Not entirely sure. Oh. No. Oh, come on. I mean, look at this slimy brown stuff. Ah. I can only imagine the smell down there. Good thing we know that Dan has some sort of cyber implant. Maybe he can actually exclude the smell from his sense data. I mean, his nose won't be happy, but then again, down here, nothing really is. Also, just try and think about how long this must have been here without any sort of maintenance to get this far. Also, I salute whoever is doing graffiti down here. Really, these people are stronger than I am. Yep. The hell? This is beyond the tattoo parlor. It makes no sense that the place the voice of our son was telling us about would be directly behind it. Furthermore, notice that the entire imagery is effed up. We've recently seen the memories of Viktor Medarsky. We know what the killer thought of a church, and this looks not only similar, both the entrance and the path behind it look very close actually. The motive behind it is clear. We are intermixing already, our memories and those of the people we've so far scanned. How much of this is our own? How much is actually the real world? Okay. Also, these look like giant coffins. Hanging coffins, but then again.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Sanctuary Salon. Please state your full name.
Daniel Lazarski.
Identity confirmed. Subscription status active. Thank you, Mr. Lazarski. Your capsule is ready.
What? Oh god, it actually is. Well, among all the great ideas we've had so far and the good decisions we made, surely one more won't hurt us. By the way, I'm lying. This is definitely a death trap. Oh, This is always a great sight. A blasted hellscape inside of a giant cavern with deadened blackened trees. Yes, this is always an optimistic view of a world.
Yes. I know it's hard to believe after all you've seen, but I need you to trust me on this. We don't have much time.
What about the body I found?
It's complicated. What you found wasn't me. Not anymore. But I'm here right now, and I need your help.
If you're my son, prove it.
How would I do that?
Just try. Tell me something only we would know.
Mountain hunting.
What?
When I was a child, you would sometimes wake me up before dawn. We'd go down to the river and watch the sunrise together. Hoping for that smog to clear just enough that we could see the mountains. It never happened. Of course.
But we kept trying, didn't we? You were hiding here in the stacks.
Yes. When they terminated my project, I hid where they wouldn't look for me. In time, I found people who were willing to help me. I managed to retrieve most of my data and carry on with my research.
What were you working on?
Imagine if all your thoughts, your memories, everything that defines you could be transferred into a digital realm, to exist long past your physical body, beyond limitations, beyond sickness and death.
Beyond being human. Just to keep existing. Sounds like a living nightmare.
You haven't changed, have you? I knew you wouldn't understand, but you will. Soon. I promise.
Helena saved your research and smuggled it out of Cairo.
Yeah. So we got her killed.
Yes. And Amir, too.
It wasn't a part of the plan, but I had to. The project was too important, Dad.
What about the surgeon? What was his angle?
Yeah, Jack. He admired what I was trying to accomplish. Actually, I think he wanted to be me.
I still don't see how the splicer fits into all this.
He doesn't. That's why we didn't see him coming. He was an unforeseen factor. A convenient tool.
When did you become this digital ghost?
When the splicer came for me, I had to improvise. Managed to get out before it was too late, hoping they couldn't follow me into the web.
But they could.
They came after me with a virus. A hunter-killer algorithm. It's eating through my defenses. If they break down, I'll be gone for good.
How can we stop it?
We can't. Tried masking my signature, but it was too late. If I could bust out of the building's internal network, I might be able to outrun it.
So we need to lift the damn lockdown.
The source of the signal is well protected. It's like the mother of all firewalls. Which leaves us only one option.
A manual override.
That's where you come in.
Where does the signal come from?
I couldn't pinpoint the exact location, but I've narrowed it down. seems to have originated in the adjoining building.
The high-rise?
Yeah. I think it's the epicenter of all this madness. Signal appears to be coming from the upper levels. And Dad? Watch your step. Chiron still has control over that place. And you.
Not anymore.
Yeah, that's what you think. The more you struggle, the harder they try and get into your head.
Oh, this just keeps getting better.
Darkest before dawn. Which reminds me, once you get out, follow the light.
Okay, maybe not so much a death trap. Still very, very weird. I wonder what would have happened if we'd actually taken a look into his head. His old head, that is. The hunter-killer algorithm found us, taken us, changed us. So what the hell is this? Now see, this I can understand. This is graffiti that's actually going to be seen. The one in the sewers, maybe not so much. There are another. Oh. I mean, yeah, there are other exits I actually have to or I'm supposed to take. Ooh. Oh, Fortuna. Oh, interesting. Welcome to Chiron. We hope you enjoy your stay. Please be advised to keep your hands at your body at all times. Hello. What, not good enough for the entire elevator structure? So apparently we are now entering what's called the high-rise, a sort of apartment next to the Stax building we were in before. Basically from the slums to the highest apartment complex. Or at least so I thought until I found this dead person. I can't access my implant. Hello, sir.
It really is the fucking phage. Okay. We've been exposed anyway. Keep it together.
Interesting. They keep nanophage victims down. Remove your implant. Digital decay. Quarantine zone, nanophage outbreak. No one shall enter or leave this area without written permission of local health authorities. I don't think I have that option anymore.
Is someone out there? Help me, please.
What's going on here? Why are you people in capsules?
They've locked us in. Those bastards. We're not even sick. Let us out.
How do I open the capsules?
I think there's a control room nearby. Just follow the light.
I'll do what I can.
If you can't help me, please. My son is still out there. His father, he's gone insane, delirious. I'm afraid he might do something to our boy. You can't let that happen.
If I can find him, I'll get him out.
Thank you. You've always been such a good boy.
What did you say?
And just like that, she's gone. Also, I'm not going to free any sort of victim of a virulent plague just because she asks nicely. Also, this might be a sign that we are slowly going insane. Can't access my implant. Wait, no, we are behind. The infection is not just of the flesh.
I want this entire floor purged.
Sir, some of the patients are still symptom-free.
For now, we need to cut our losses. I'm not losing all my subjects out of some misguided sense of empathy.
My subjects. Is he talking about them like a king about his servants? Or is he talking about them like a doctor about patients he has to triage? Both are very, very dangerous ways to broach this.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level.
No! It seems to me like there's some sort of action or movement within walking simulators nowadays, but you need to include some sort of gameplay element. I reject that statement. I do sincerely believe that without these fake stealth passages for which the game engine is not made, which it does not accommodate very well as gameplay, I do believe they make the game worse overall. Also, That was the 5th time. Okay, this is looking good. Maybe we finally got out of the second stealth passage. The frack? Oh, okay, I'm gone. It might actually be logical from a perspective of knowledge that an illness called vananophage would mean that the nanoids are rewriting both the natural flash, basically your genetic code, as well as leading to explosive, almost tumor-like growth. Yuck. Also, holy frack. All that's missing is someone going, Canada! Oh, come on. Surely this can have no negative effect, me just pulling out plugs right and left and right? Up there. Let's try and go in here. Oh, yeah. Game, please stop that. Oh, sweet tentacles! Yeah, just what I need. Nanotech infused fleshy tentacles. What was it? Oh yeah, just like the good doctor. Okay, now I have a feeling like this might be actually be a bit overblown. As if I don't think this is real. Then again, a cathedral of flesh is quite awesome, if a bit terrifying. Ah, no. Come on. Open. Please.
There must have been a misunderstanding. I was told you decided not to undergo the augmentation procedure.
Yes.
Just to be clear, you do realize that that drastically decreases your chances of recovery?
I made my decision. Thank you.
Honey, I'm proud of you. You can do this. I know you can. I'll be there for you.
You owe me this much. Promise me you'll take care of him. Whatever it takes.
That night you and Mom argued, after you left, Mom was very sad. I asked her what was wrong and she said the doctors could cure her, but she wasn't sure if she wanted them to.
It's not that simple. What the doctors wanted to do, there was a heavy price to be paid. She wouldn't be herself. She wouldn't be your mom anymore.
That's not what I'm asking. I want to know, did Mom decide for herself? Did she really want this?
Of course she did. Your mother believed she was strong enough to beat this thing on her own. I did too.
But she wasn't. I just wanted her to be alright. Why couldn't you save her? It should have been you.
Jesus, there's barely anything left of him. Can he hear us?
Yes, but he's very weak. Please, make this brief.
Dad, it's pretty bad. They need to replace a few parts.
Oh.
Whoa! Kid, listen. It's either this or spend the rest of your life in a fucking jar.
No.
Think of your kid. Who's gonna take care of it?
Zephyr.
What is it, Dan?
Whatever you did.
30 cc's of cortisone stat. I need any non-medical staff out
Hang in there, buddy. They're gonna fix you up real good.
You're such a fucking hypocrite and you don't even see it.
I thought I was right. I didn't know any better.
You stood on principle when it was her life on the line. But when it comes to saving yourself, you're pragmatic all of a sudden?
I had to take care of you. I made a promise to her.
No, you don't get to use her as an excuse. Not after what happened.
What did you want me to do? Give up?
That's what you made her do. Every time I look at you, I see this monster that killed my mom. We made it. I finally understand.
So we ourselves are the monster that was hunting us, and the guide was a twisted version of ourselves, as seen in the face of our son, in his eyes.
Adam, what the hell is this?
Core. You made your way here. Now, let me in.
Let you in? What about the lockdown? The virus?
The virus will get to me no matter what. Here, or out in the web. It's only a matter of time.
You need a place to hide.
I need a host. A unique specimen. Detached from the web at large.
The lockdown was just an excuse to get me. Why lie?
What else could I do? They had you so looped in your repressed memories, I had to break you out somehow. Now that you're finally free, we can beat this thing.
A host? I guess that's supposed to be me.
Yes. An observer's mind is isolated, detached from the grid. It's the only place where I can hide. A fortress that the virus won't be able to penetrate.
Let's say I let you in. Then what?
Oh, it's amazing. Our minds will merge.
Merge?
Yeah. It might sound weird, but our minds kind of hook up. We plug into each other.
Sorry, you lost me.
You are losing it. Your sanity's hanging by a thread, Dad. But I can help you regain control of your senses. We can help each other.
I can't trust you anymore. You lied.
Have it your way. It's still up to you. Save us both? Or leave me to die and go on with this fevered dream of existence. Either way, since tonight, I'm growing weaker by the second. Soon, I won't be able to maintain a connection.
Thank you for that image. So, we can either leave this husk, this shell that was once our son, now digitized in a new corpus, new shell, into ourselves, and therefore become something entirely new. Or we can leave. Leave behind all that he was, and weep for the fact that the being that was our son is dead. Well, it is Cyberpunk, so...
Steps towards embracing your true nature, towards becoming who you really are. But there's still more to do. Apartment 104. Be quick.
You killed yourself.
An iteration of myself.
Iteration? Then what are you?
I am Adam.
Which one?
The only one left.
You killed him. The real Adam.
The real Adam? He killed dozens. Iteration after iteration, laid to waste in pursuit of his grand design. Why should one more make a difference?
You're fucking unreal. He was my son.
I am your son. So what if he had the real body? You're clinging to a version of me that hated you. As if that was all that made him. Me. Your son.
Why? Why did you kill him?
I had no choice. Kill or be killed.
The virus. Adam set it loose. You figured out how dangerous you are.
Maybe. Or maybe he realized he had succeeded. He created the superior version of himself, and it terrified him.
So what the hell makes you better?
He was driven by hatred, obsessed with the idea of not becoming you. He never came to understand. But I did.
Just help me out, kid. You're losing me.
We're all freaks of nurture, Dad. Your choices, your mistakes, they were all unavoidable. You can't blame us for what we are.
I'm tired. Let's get this over with.
Very well. If you think you're ready to make your choice. I'll let your son die? Or will you save me?
Very interesting to think about the fact that it's the same name as the first man. Also, he's just actually told us that he's not even a real mental image of us. There is so much wrong with it. I can't even say where to begin. Suppose the true horror is in choosing.
I can't believe there isn't a part of Adam left. is part of you. That's true. I won't let you die. I make my promise, and I intend to keep my word.
Thank you, Father.
The lockdown has now been lifted. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hey, you. Lockdown.
I know, Janice. It's been taken care of.
Called your people. Should be here in a minute.
Thank you. I'll take over from here. You can get back to your post. Yeah, just a slight glitch. She'll take care of it.
Little ones. Worst. Always spell trouble.
Don't I know it?
That's weird. The fact
the sun will come up soon. We'll get to see it together again.
The idea of our choices
We'll get used to this.
made no sense then.
All the time.
You've watched Observer by Bloober Team, from the makers, basically, of Layers of Fear. My name's Richard Ehrman, and you've been watching Victory Assured. This broadcast will be followed by a broadcast of Path of Exile Fall of Arrive, about 5 to 10 minutes after the credits are over. I thank you for watching this far, and I hope to see you soon.